So we get to quite a tricky question now. Question 13. Really impressed with those people that get to this point here. Let's just understand it. Alex is 12 years older than George. Carl is 3 times older than Alex. The sum of their ages is 68. Find the ratio of George's age to Carl's age to Alex's age. So this particular question, what we have to do is write out these into equations. Okay? Firstly, Alex is 12 years older than George. So Alex is George's age plus 12. That we know. Carl is 3 times older than Alex. So Carl is 3 times older than Alex. And lastly, the sum of their ages is 68. You see, each of these has an equation. So if I add all their ages, Carl plus Alex plus George, that equals 68. So I've got 3 equations here. What I need to do is try to create one equation with just either Alex in it, Carl in it, or George in it. Just got to do it so I've just got one of their names in there. I think I'm going to use Alex. Why? Because Alex is mentioned in this one and in this one and is here, of course. So Alex is the one that connects all of them together. So I've got to rewrite this now. Instead of C, I've got to substitute 3A in. Instead of G, I've got to put in what this would be here. So let's look at that one here quickly. If Alex is George plus 12, then George is Alex minus 12. Now I can substitute it all in, put it into here. So I've got, of course, Alex plus, I'm going to write it Carl, but in terms of Alex. And then I'm going to write George, but use it using Alex's age. And we know that equals 68. Now that helps us. Why? Because I now have just one equation with a whole bunch of A's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's minus 12 equals 68. Now what I need to do is I need to rearrange that, add 12 to both sides. I get 5A equals 80. So divide both sides by 5. Alex is 16. If Alex is 16, then George must be 4. So George is 4. And if George is 4 and Alex is 16, we can then work out that Carl is 3 times Alex's age. So Carl is 3 lots of 16, which is 48. Now I need to do the ratio of George 4 to Carl 48 to Alex 16. But that's not finished yet because I've got to do it in simplified. They would want it as simple. What goes in to 4, 48 and 16? And hopefully you can see that 4 does. I can share all of this by 4. I get 1 to 12 to 4. A really tricky question, that. And it involves a whole bunch of maths. Nice question. Impressed if you got that right. I'll leave it there for a bit and you can see what I've done.